Hello, and welcome to LMU Roundtable Now. It's a show where we talk about issues on campus and the people who pertain to these issues the most, the LMU student body. My name is Brandon McNeil, and I'm the host of the show. I'm a third-year sociology major, and it's really great to be here. This is our second show, and we appreciate all of the comments and email and the feedback in person from people who come up to us in person. This week's topic is diversity. According to the LMU mission statement, Loyola Marymount is a place that respects diversity and where there should be a lot of people of different ethnicity backgrounds and of religious ones also. And so what we want to find out today is that true? Do they live up to their promise? So as always, we turn to our panel of experts. All right, on the right is he's a business finance major with a minor in guitar, and his name is John Thomas Landon. Welcome to the show, John.
Thanks.
All right, and joining us today on the left is she's a senior. She's a double major in international development and film production, and her name is Ayanna Peters. Welcome to the show, Ayanna.
Thanks. It's good to be here. It's important to get the female perspective.
Yeah, I think that's true. So JT, do you think that LMU does enough to be diverse?
I don't believe that it's true, the statement that they do enough. In fact, I believe it's mostly false.
Okay, so Ayanna, what do you think about, does LMU do enough for diverse?
Frankly, I agree. LMU does not do enough with diversity. The little that is being done is just, unfortunately, not something that everyone is doing. The apathy on this campus is staggering.
I think the truth about apathy is that often the review boards and committees that are, as part of their duties, in charge of bringing that diverse ethnical demographic onto campus.
What I want to know is what sorts of things can LMU do to be more diverse? Whichever one of you wants to say.
Often I've thought to myself, what could I do to personally enrich myself if the options are not available to me on campus? And just a couple ideas I had. In breakfast, for instance, instead of maybe a traditional American cereal, you try a Polish breakfast or maybe a Namibian breakfast, whatever they eat there. And then you could better understand maybe their world right in the beginning of your day.
I was thinking of the same thing, just like different ways that the different aspects of LMU can be more diverse in an everyday way. You know, we have a drama department that puts on a lot of plays, but oftentimes it's plays by Caucasian playwrights like William Shakespeare or F. Scott Fitzgerald. I think if we had, plays by people like Maya Angelou, that I think we would all feel more enriched, and we could all, be united by the same words, even if we're not of the same race of the people who wrote the words down.
I totally agree.
I completely agree. Maya Angelou, she's a beautiful person, a beautiful soul. She's beautiful.
Okay, but sometimes not everybody can agree in the school, and so we need to find out what everybody thinks, and that's why we turn to JT with the Man on the Street segment.
Hi, I'm John Thomas Landon, and today I'll be asking people about diversity and the cultural context within which it exists. So let's go find out. Okay. So today's This week's question is about diversity. What do you think LMU can do to promote ethnic diversity on campus?
I don't know. Have like different events maybe.
You know, I'm not really sure. I think it's that big of a deal on campus, so whatever they're doing now is fine with me.
It's enough.
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay. Are you exposed to a lot of different cultures on campus?
Not really. I feel like it's no. LMU lacks that, I think.
Yeah, I'm exposed to a lot of different cultures. I see them all every day. I see all different races, like all around me. Like just here during campus, I'll see a bunch of different people walking around, and
Like which ones?
like you can see African Americans, you can see Asians, you can see Latinos everywhere. You can see all different types of people on campus.
Not as much as I'd hope. Like although there are a lot of events going on campus, like most kids aren't made aware of it. So sometimes when I come out on the weekends and I see that there's something going on, I'm completely in shock or in surprise.
On campus, not really, but in the greater LA area, yeah.
Where do you go to experience that diversity?
Just like Chinatown, Hollywood, all the places around here, you know?
Uh-huh.
Not really. I'm actually a transfer from Chicago, so like over there they had a lot more like interdiversity in the city, stuff like that. Here it's almost like a bubble.
Are you exposed to a lot of different cultures on campus?
Yeah, by virtue of there being lots of different people on campus.
Like which ones?
Well, just people in general. By virtue of I'm, from Arizona. I don't know where you're from. Of course, I'm in a culture. Every person has a different culture. So by definition of being here, you're encountering culture.
Good answer. Do you feel strongly connected to your ethnic identity?
Not really.
Why not?
I'm not that into it.
Oh,
I'm sort of like, I don't really care.
yeah, it's not for everybody.
I know like my ethnic identity is part like European and part from different European countries, but I don't really feel connected to that exact like ethnic background. I feel more just American than any of what my ancestors were.
Kinda.
Yeah. Like, percentage-wise?
Percentage? What do you mean?
Like on a scale of 0% to 100%, would it be somewhere in between?
Yeah, probably around 75.
Okay. Here on campus, there are many interesting cultural exhibits. Here, for instance, is a Sukkot, and it is a temporary structure, and it's part of the celebration of the Jewish holiday of Sukkot. You could stop by here right next to St. Rob's in the library and experience a different culture. Delicious.
What are you asking?
I'm asking what the most diverse product is that you sell here? Culturally?
I don't think any coffee cart food is culturally diverse. It's just mainly like American like pastries and stuff like that.
Can I have a Snickers?
If you buy it. Oh, okay.
What is the most diverse thing you've ever done?
What do you mean by that?
Like, in respect to diversity, the different in participating in cultures, how many sort of diverse or cultural things do you usually, like on average or general?
I didn't do that much, man.
No? Okay.
Well, I tutor Spanish kids, back home, so.
You don't do it here?
Mm-mm.
Do you plan to?
I hope so.
What is the most diverse thing you've ever done?
The most diverse thing I've ever done? What is a diverse thing?
I don't know. Yesterday I went to Chipotle.
Okay. All right. Hey, the most diverse thing I ever did was I went to Guatemala once and stayed in a hut.
Okay. That's the last question. Thanks a lot. That's what you had to say, LMU. Back to you in the studio.
Okay, well, that was very fascinating, JT.
Thanks.
The thing that a lot of them said that really struck a chord with me is some of them said you see African Americans and Asians, but I think we've all seen those particulars, and I think it would be nice just to get even more of a variety, because there's a big variety of people out there.
Every year for fall break, I go to a new place and learn something new and enrich myself. You know, for instance, last year at this time, I went to Honduras. Beautiful, beautiful country. I learned so much. You know, people don't know what it's like. They go to class and they sit down and they listen to their lectures and they do their homework and they listen to their iPod at the gym, and they just don't know that you must go out there, and people aren't going out. They're staying in.
You know what? We should talk about the real reason for why we're doing the diversity show. Sometimes it seems like the student body is open-minded, but sometimes things occur that cause us to question that. There was an incident in the bathroom of Wayland. A discovery was made by authorities of a symbol drawn on the bathroom that they believe to be half of a swastika. I just wanted to know what you guys thought about what happened this week.
When the incident happened, I was very shocked, though it hasn't been the first time that this is. It might be the first time that a half swastika was depicted, but I don't think the half swastika is only half hatred. I think the full amount of hatred is still contained within the half depiction.
I think, you know, it's possible that they were starting to make another drawing, and that that it was going to be, you know, like a pinwheel or steps, and steps are a positive thing. Steps lead to somewhere better. So if anything, it could have been a transcendent message.
But say it was stairs, I also believe stairs lead down as well.
The point is that if we go around theorizing hate, then that just makes us no better than the Nazis and their symbol that could have been on the bathroom wall.
All right, that's true. You know, much has been made of what, you know, should be the punishment. But if you punish people for hate, that's really hating them back, and then that's playing their game. So, I mean, do you agree with that?
I don't. I think people who do hate deserve hate done upon them in the form of just.
If it is hate, uncompromising hate, it must be punished with love. That is the only way darkness can become light.
I think ultimately it's a positive thing, because, you know, what could be more diverse than love and hate? I mean, those are opposites. Isn't diverse opinions and thoughts more important than diverse colors of skin?
Absolutely. I think that even bringing it up on a show like this will spark a lot of different opinions, and perhaps this show will create some diversity even in that, even if it's diversity in opinion about the show.
Talking about these issues may be difficult, but it's all promoting the greater good, the good of diverse thought, diverse action, and diverse togetherness.
I think we could coin a word from that, perhaps diversityness, for diverse and togetherness.
Well, you know, I think everyone at LMU can agree on one thing, and that's that the food in the lair isn't very good. All right, well, if you have any questions or comments, you, as always, can go ahead and email us at lmuroundtablenow@gmail.com. So if you want to know what people are talking about, then pull up a seat at the table. Thanks.